Okay, 2013 E63 Mercedes. We have a coolant leak on the driver's side, back of the engine, somewhere down there. It's probably a bulkhead fitting on the back of the head from what I'm seeing. So the only way to get to it is to remove the intake manifold and make access to the bulk fitting. So that's what we're going to do. Probably put you on a time lapse. Okay, here we are so far. I'll get a few things off. I've got to get a bit more off here. To get here, we got to get the covers off the high injection pump. We have to get all the high injection lines off. We take the intercooler reservoir out, and quite a bit more. I believe only 5 bolts hold this thing down, and there's intercooler lines for the coolant path coming underneath. You have to get those. I'm not sure if we have to remove the charge pipes. Maybe we do. Let's see. First time doing this one. Doesn't look too bad. It is a bit involved. So let's carry on. Alright, we're down to the point of unhooking connectors on the passenger side. I think we're gonna sweep this over, the harness over. I see antifreeze down there. Might not be the head connection. Might be the intercooler leaking over here. We'll see. We shall see. Got a lot of connectors to take off of here. This Mercedes makes it easy for you to do so. Let's just go in here. This has got to get cut off. Zip tie. This up here. Think of coils and injectors. We're doing the coils now. Get all this off of here. Pretty much straightforward. Really no need to. Self-explanatory. We have to cut that. Cut this tie wrap off. Remove the pressure sensor. This one's tricky. We gotta get the pick tool. Alright, come on now. There we go. And bracket off. What else we got holding on here? We got one here. Another pressure sensor. All right. What else we got? We got covers here. High pressure pump covers. Boy, that's really locked in there. What is this? Locked in? Yeah. It's bolted to here. And under here, harness goes down, and you can't fold it over. It's going somewhere. It's probably going to this high pressure pump. Maybe get some sensors or something on it. I see. That's definitely got to. It's like it's got to come off. Oh, it's two of them. We got two bolts here, folks. Let's get ready for that one. Let me show you. You got two inverted torques right there. One here and one down there. To remove this bracket, have access to the top of the high pressure fuel pump. All right, let me give you an update here. Let's see. You can see it. Where is it? There's the bracket. No. Can't see it. I can't get you to see it. Where is it? There's the top bracket, the bolt. I got that bolt out. And the other one is going to use a long, skinny 1/4-inch drive extension. It's an E-Torx. Bolt they're using. This guy here. And you can fit an 8 millimeter over this. 6.8 millimeter will fit on here in a pinch to try and get that out. That's what I'm going to try and do. Okay. 8 millimeter. It'll work in a pinch. It won't work for heavy torque, but it'll work for now, for what we need it for, I believe. Okay, we're on it. Pretty loose. Maybe I get my fingers down there and turn it out. I hope so. Fingers on it. It's coming off. I'll probably drop it. I don't want to do that. There we go. Now we can move this around. Rubber on here. Spray with the silicone spray. We're fighting with this thing. Okay, I wound up doing the silicone spray method and wiggling it out of there with a pair of needle nose. Did it off camera. Well, here is a little casualty here, but that's okay. We got it out. Getting it back in, we'll have to figure that one out. let me get you in here. This is what I have to do. I have to get this line out of the high pressure pump, and I have to loosen a bolt here, loosen the ignition coil here to get to that bolt there. Hopefully this bracket can give me a little give and I could get this line out, so I can get this line out here, because all the high pressure lines over the intercooler assembly have to come off. So that's where we are up to right now. And let's keep going. So we have 5 bolts, inverted Torx on this side. We have 5 inverted Torx holding it down on this side. We have the electrical conduits lifted up. There's some plugs underneath in the back here. We have to remove these charge tubes, the clamps. See if we can finagle this thing up and out and unplug the connectors in the back, and that should be tricky in itself. And I don't know what's attached underneath here. I know there's some connectors, maybe some more boost pressure sensors back there. But we're going to carry on and see. Okay, so here's the intake with the intercooler attached to it. Looks pretty good. We're going to replace the intake gaskets, but all of this dried blue antifreeze is from that coupler, I believe, leaking for a long time before it finally exploded. The intercooler looks good. Looks like no issues with it. Okay, a quick voiceover here because the audio file just didn't record correctly. So here we are, and we have the broken part, and it's talking to you. Hello, I'm a plastic Mercedes part, and I'm saying I broke because I can't take it anymore. So yes, you have to remove the vacuum pump, 3 bolts holding the vacuum pump on the back of the head, And then you can remove the two T30 Torx, which hold the coupler on the head. And then once that's removed, obviously you could look inside the hole, make sure, oh, hello, I'm a broken Mercedes part. Anyway, and then you can reinstall the new part, two T30 Torx bolts, and carry on. It's coming. Yeah. Bit easier, I think. Big meat hooks in your way. Okay. One more to go. Come on. Here we go. Pump is out. Okay, here's the broken piece. It's coming along. Okay. There we go. It didn't break coming out. This is it. There it is. The broken top. Let's get on the bench. Okay. Busted. This caused all that problem. It's about a week later. Here is the new part from Mercedes. There's the part number. The heater hose coupling. This part goes into the block, screws in here and here, and the heater hose from the firewall for the engine bay and connects into here. Mercedes and their plastic parts. So here's the new one. That's going in tomorrow. We have our O-ring seal. All this came from Mercedes except for the exhaust gaskets. This is the part number you need. I need 8 of these for that manifold. This came from my Euro supplier. This came from Mercedes. This is the vacuum pump seal. And the other casualty, this came from Mercedes, is the expansion tank hose. All right, I'll see you tomorrow when I start putting this thing back together. And there she is. It's quiet now. It's back in the shop. And we'll see you later. That's good. Let's get you in here with the mirror. Show you where the coupler goes. So right there. Right in that orifice, back of the head, that's where the coupler goes. Okay. Quick update, we have another casualty. This little guy right here. That broke right off. And where did they go? Let me show you real quick. You see that? Get my hands better. Right there. That's where this black bleed nipple goes. Goes in there like so, gets bolted down. This hose gets attached, clamped there to the nipple, and that bolts to a bracket which is not there at the moment, and then this end attaches to the where is it? Expansion tank hose, which is attaches to that end right there. Okay. All right. Couplers installed. Vacuum pumps installed. That's where we are at the moment. Next, we're going to replace the intake gaskets and the intake gaskets. New expansion tank hose. So let's get started on that. Okay, quick update. Intake manifold's ready to go. All the gaskets are in. We're going to pull the tape off, and we're going to prep the, well, we already cleaned it. We're just going to lightly coat it with some WD-40. It'll help the gaskets not stick as they're being pressed down. They'll be able to expand and seal correctly on the aluminum. So let's get started. Okay, wrapping up the E63 here. Let's show you what we have done so far. So everything is all back together. Filled up the coolant, filled up the intercooler reservoir. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll fill it up and let it burp out once we start it. Everything's connected, everything's together. We had one little mishap, as you could see, the bleed line, which this line attaches to that bleed nipple that we replaced down there. As I was filling it up, here I heard dribbling sounds. Right here, it's plastic. It had a little crack in it. It cracked, and I didn't see it crack. So, did a quick repair, put the two lines together with some 3/8 heater hose, clamped it, so we can get this thing filled up and running. And I will order this hose from Mercedes tomorrow. But for what we need to do is to get this thing running and get it, make sure everything is okay and nothing else is leaking and sounds good and no lights on the dashboard and that kind of thing. So let's go around and inside the car. Let me open the garage door and then let's start this up. All right. This is the first time starting it up, so you're going to see what I see on the dashboard. Let me just get in this thing. Ugh. Get the keys. Where are we? Key on. It hurt the fuel pump prime. Let's do that again. One more time. Here we go. Sound like some antifreeze on the belt. Okay. No check engine lights. No lights of any kind except for the headlight indicator. Headlights are on. Sounds pretty good. Good idle. Okay. Let's go out front. Sounds great. Let's pick it up in the air. My first time doing this job. Wasn't too bad. If I had to do it again, could do it a lot faster now. Don't see too many of these cars in the shop. Let me grab a light. Looking pretty good. I don't see anything leaking. Sorry about that, people. All right, bring it back down. All right, that's going down a little bit. Okay, pretty good. grab the light again. I don't smell any fuel. All those lines are nice and tight. No oil leaks out of the oil lines. I don't hear any hissing. Looking pretty good. What gotta do now is let this thing heat up. Thermostat to open. Make sure all the air is out of it. And put the covers back on the underneath. Wash it all down with some water. Let's see. I'm sure most of you know that these AMG engines are built by hand from one person, start to finish. So I hear this one still has the carbon fiber engine cover on it, built by Metin Yildiz. Well, Metin, I hope I did you proud. Earlier, I replaced the turbo. You can see how shiny the shiny turbo coolant lines from here, there. Because the plastic, they break right around there. I didn't film that. I decided to film this job. Yeah. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Please give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Your criticisms, everything. It's been a long day, so I'm a little lost for words. Thanks for watching part 2. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Thanks.